Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name's Stephen Aitchison and today we'll be going over the markets, looking at it as a big down day in the crypto markets today. Lost about $10 billion of the full kind of crypto market cap. We'll look at that, we'll look at a few charts as well, a couple of news items, and we'll also look at a possible hidden gem that I've been looking at this morning, and I'm liking it more and more the more and more I see it. But I'm going to share that with you. I shared it with the premium group already, but I'm going to share that with you just to see if it's a possible hidden gem. It could be something and nothing, but I think I've found a possible good one, and we'll look at that as well. Setup's a wee bit different today because the painter's in kind of painting the outside of the windows, so it's protected for the winter because we've just moved into this flat about 6 months ago. So I need to get all the kind of windows kind of painted and repointed and stuff like that as well to protect it for the next 10 years or something. So different setup, so hopefully you can still hear me okay. Microphone's not in the usual position, it's not hidden as well, but we've got it hopefully set up this okay. I'm just going to check just to make sure we are live. Right, okay, we've got a couple of people in just now. Are we live? Yes, it seems to be okay just now, so I'm just going to jump over. And before we start, if you could go down to, there's a link down below where you can get 3 free videos from myself. It's at CYT-Crypto, and you can get 3 free videos showing you 5 ways to make money from crypto, and the 3 to 6 millionaire strategy with crypto, and how I lost $500,000 and then started trading again for 357% gains. So if you could check that out and sign up for that, that would be fantastic, and you get 3 free videos plus a chance to join the premium group. Also, Symmetry as well. We've got Symmetry here that I've been talking about. This is kind of investment grade, kind of quality research. This is amazing research that they do in the crypto space. It's $125 a month, but I think it is well worth it if you're looking to invest for the long term. And what it does, it finds coins on the move. It gives you kind of major or kind of really in-depth reports. I'll just go to the report section just now. Oh, I'm not logged in. But it's got major reports on some of the major cryptocurrencies and some of the smaller ones as well. And it gives you, as I said, coins on the move, pick of the month as well. So it's got a lot of really brilliant research in there. So check that out, and I will get a small commission if you sign up using my link, but I do use it and I love it as well. So definitely check that out down below as well. Okay, we'll jump over to the chat area and see who's in the chat. Just now we've got Stephen King is in the house this morning. David D has joined us again. Good to see you. Chris is back with us. Cookie is in. Justin Churchill. B has joined us. Good to see you here. Mike D, one of our Brown admins, is in. Dennis van der Hayden is in. Mervyn Skidmore. Marcus Jafari. Can't see in your neighbour's houses now. Yes, says B. I'll just go to the chat. Thoughts on XLM flash spike. Seems like whale manipulated in the middle of XRP run. As there has been little XRM news since Lund White departures. It went from 0.75 to 0.12 in the span of 10 minutes. I've seen that kind of jumping up as well. So we'll look at that later on if we've got time. Mervyn Skidmore. Bitcoin just took a broadside barrage. Yeah, it looks as if it's taking a dump again. And such a beautiful morning here in Jersey today. Good morning all, says Marcus Jafari. The Hawthorns is in. Karen Thomas has joined us. Morning, any chance of a look at Pundy X? All the movement this week and it still hasn't shifted. I know. There's nothing. Function X has gone up, one of its tokens. Mitch Dieter has joined us as well, but we'll take a look at some of the charts as well. Okay, we'll look at markets overall, see what's going on. We have, as I said, lost $10 billion since yesterday. We've got a market capitalization of $262 billion. Bitcoin dominance still going down 67.6%. Bitcoin itself, $9,889 aggregated price. Looks as if it's going to go down further. We'll look at the charts on that in a wee second. And we had good run-ups for Ethereum and XRP as well. They're down. We're just going to look at the Satoshi value. So XRP still going up in Satoshi value, which is brilliant. It's good to see. And we'll look at that later on. Who's the winners and losers? Stellar. Just talking about Stellar just now. XLM up 19% still. Aurora Coin up 10%. Only 2 in double-digit greens. We've only got about 12% in the green at the moment. And the red, nothing in double-digit red, so it's not that bad dollar value-wise. So Cosmos, Rift Token, KuCoin shares, Quant, Made Safe, Ethereum Classic, V-Systems, VeChain, all down, but not by that much. We'll look at the Satoshi value. Yeah, not by that much. If you look at the Satoshi value, which is the one we're looking at, if we're looking to kind of get out and make money as well, you have to look at the Satoshi value. Down 4% is the top one, so not that much at all. Still up 23% Satoshi. Got Aurora, ABBC and Nash Exchange and 0x. We spoke about that last week and talked about the DeFi kind of index we spoke about on the NASDAQ, and 0x is part of that, and I said that is definitely going to go up, and it's starting to rise just now, so more and more people are kind of seeing the potential for 0x as well. Chainlink up as well, so a couple of good ones on the Satoshi value wise. And before I forget, if you could go down to that like button and crush the likes just now, and kind of subscribe if you're not already subscribed, hit the notification bell and get all the notifications if you want to as well. So go down there just now if you like the videos. Okay, this is all the cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap. There's now 2,874. It's going up daily, and they're getting less stringent on who they're letting on to CoinMarketCap, but at least we get to see them all. Okay, who's the winners and losers over the last 24 hours? I've got Asgard is up 106%. Asgard, what film is that from? Asgard. That is a place in a movie. I don't know if it's Lord of the Rings or The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. We're going to Asgard. Just rings a bell. So anyway, sorry, off on a tangent there. But look at the volume, 784,000. Market cap is only 2.5 million, up 106%. So that could be a good one to look at. Always looking for hidden gems. This is why we look at these. 784,000 is quite a lot. WeTrust is up 60% on 12,000 volume, not that much. Aphelion, 168,000 market cap, 56%. Still didn't find out about Aphelion. I know Keith Waring kind of promoted it big time, and there was something came out about it. I can't remember what it was. BitUp token up 49% on 4.5 million volume. Synovate 42%. So there's usually a couple over 100%, but because of the Bitcoin price falling, obviously that's not the case this time. But I'll just see who's up over the last 7 days. Silverway up 294% over the last 7 days on 7.9 million volume and 79 million market cap as well. How's that possible if it's not in the top 100? What's going on there? Because if it's on 79 million volume, it should be in the top 100, surely. On resec. Not 79 million volume, but 79 million market cap. So Silverway, 80 million market cap, and it says it's ranked 211. The listing is not eligible for normal ranking. Why is that? It doesn't give any details. Integrated provider, trading data and liquidity for SaaS unlocked tokens. Platform reportedly provides professional investors with access to aggregated data and analytics on OTC transactions. That is quite interesting, actually. To support investment decisions, that helps them to buy and sell private round tokens. That looks interesting, actually. Bitmart and Coinsbit. Now, I need to look into that, not for the value of the token, but just for the service it provides as well. It looks an interesting one. Asgard we were talking about. It's just jumped up. So it was at 16 Satoshi, it's now at 34, so it jumped up 100%. As we said. Decentralized crypto ecological fund for specific environmental tasks. The fund aims to incentivize users to search for hidden environmental damage. Markets, P2B, B2B, social. Just showing. No, might be worth checking out though. Okay, I'll just jump back to chat. Shakeza is in the house. Good morning to you. Andreas is in. Good morning to you. Mervyn, been filling my portfolio be a bit of a barnacle heavy. I can understand what you mean. Asgard equals Thor. That's what it is, Thor. Right, thanks, Mike. I knew there was that just rung a bell. Today is Talk Like a Pirate Day, by the way. I noticed that, Mervyn. Nora Perez is in the house. Honest Crypto Journey has joined us. Good to see you here. Loved hearing the old intro song back. Yeah, I like the old intro song, I have to admit. But I did like Rob's kind of intro as well. Rob, one of our brilliant admins, he'd made a kind of 7-second intro for us as well. I did love that. Thank you very much, Rob. But I do like the old intro, I must admit. Dave Finn is in the house. Welcome to you, one of our brilliant admins. Good to see you back. Thanks for news stories. I've not actually didn't have time this morning because I was doing something with this kind of hidden gem, so I didn't have time to look at that this morning, I did. But thank you for the news stories. Really appreciate it. Might have time to go over at the end. B, watching people on social media shouting XRP $100 in October. Some people are living on a dream. I don't think it's going to be $100. It's gone up, but it's come back down again because Bitcoin has slid back down. But in the future, $100 it could well be. Antonio Medusa is in the house. Have you had a chance to look into credits on KuCoin? I did look into credits, and it looked really good, the chart, but it was at the top of where it was. We'll look at that as well in a second. Just remind me later on because I'll probably forget. Barbara Taylor is in. Mike D just outside Argos waiting to pick up my new telly. Excellent. What size? I bet it's let me guess. I'll go for a 72-inch. 72-inch, Mike. Right, okay, we'll get back into it and we'll look at the fear and greed index. 31, so a lot of people are fearful just now of what was going on. Obviously, with the Bitcoin price going down, a lot of people are getting fearful. But that's when to kind of look to start to buy when everybody is fearful, supposedly. Right, we'll look over the last 24 hours. You can see over the last 24 hours, it was a red day over the last 24 hours. The H-bar has gone down as well, Hedera hash graph. I'm just keeping an eye on that. I like to keep an eye on Hedera hash graph, but with the market cap where it is just now, I definitely wouldn't get in just now. XRM, we were talking about earlier on from David D, up 34% on the week. There's nothing I could find on XRM as to why it's gone up as well. So we'll look at the charts as well. NEX is up, DGB is up, but a lot of them in the red. What's it like over the last hour? You can see we're turning green over the last hour, so it's looking good. Bitcoin down 15%. Why is that? So Bitcoin is down. XLM is still going up. KNC as well. Kyber Network is up. That's done well over the last month or so. Energy, 894% for the year. Doing really well again. 61 million market cap. Okay, so that's it for the last hour or so just now. Okay, so I want to tell you about this kind of hidden gem. It's a possible hidden gem. I'm just looking into it just now, but I want to share it with you just now. It just looks really good. And the way I've been looking for the hidden gems now is KuCoin is a really good place to look for hidden gems. We've got Binance, obviously, but with the US investors leaving Binance, we'll just take a look on Binance just now. Obviously, they're going to be looking elsewhere on Huobi, OKX, Bittrex. I don't think Bittrex is really in the space as much anymore, to be honest. I used to, when I first started, I traded on Bittrex. I loved it, but it's not really done kind of much. It's not really kind of expanded and grown to make it more attractive. So Bittrex is still there, but you're still going to find some hidden gems on there as well. But I like KuCoin just now, just like trading on it. I feel it's much safer as well. I like Binance. I feel it's kind of safe, as I said. So that's why I like trading on KuCoin, and there are definitely hidden gems on there as well. So this is on Binance. Win has not gone up 50%, but it's doing better. To sell at 2 Satoshi, to buy at 2 Satoshi, the 6 billion worth. To sell at 3 Satoshi is 4.6 billion. That was at 6 billion, so it's getting a wee bit better. Hopefully, it goes up to 3 and 4 again. Let's see what happens there. What is really up? RCN is up 27% just now on Binance. You can see there's a big jump up on the 4-hour chart. It kind of went up over 129, crossed 129, went up 72% since the crossover. So it just shows you the crossover still does work. There's just been a hell of a lot of crossovers on the 4-hourly. It's just trying to pick the right ones as well. XLM was seeing 23% up, but it was higher than that as well. It's still going up just now. So don't quite understand why it's gone up. Can't see any major news. TNT is up 14%, Singles is up, or Singularity, is it a breaker it's now called, is up 13%. Hot QLC, there's still quite a lot in the green on Binance. It's down, Band down 73%. I'll just look on the, it's not coming up. Doc down 20%, that's obviously had a huge run up. That's obviously coming back down. That could bounce again though. Doc could definitely bounce. Nothing really much else. So the way I'm looking for the hidden gems, what I'm doing just now on KuCoin, I'm looking at some of the hidden gems on here, and look, I'm kind of looking at the volume. So just going to go to and show you kind of what we're doing. So we'll go to markets and go to view all pairs, and I'm going to go to the volume on KuCoin. So what we're doing is we're looking for the volume, and we want to be in a liquid market. There's no point in if something's gone up 50% and it's only got a volume of 0.002 Bitcoin worth, that's not really kind of going up that much. So with KuCoin, I don't know if you know KuCoin, I've got a KuCoin Plus market and I've got a KuCoin main market as well. So KuCoin Plus, we've got the usual kind of suspects, Litecoin, Ethereum, KCS, XRP, etc. So that's the bigger ones. I don't think they've got any. Tomo Chain would be a good one. FTM, DAPP, ADA as well. XMR, ONT. So we're looking at these and looking at the volume on these, and then seeing the ones that are going up by a couple of percent, and then checking out you have to check out the coin market cap on coin market cap to find out the market capitalization and see if we can find some hidden gems in here as well. FKX looks to be a good one. It's up 1.96%, but the volume is 252 Bitcoin worth. And if we go to coin market cap, this is just another way of finding hidden gems. This is specifically for KuCoin, but you could do it with other ones as well. So Fort Knoxter, 585,000 market capitalization, but the volume, it says here the volume is 4 million. We go to the markets. KuCoin, it says 2.5 million, but yeah, it will be right, yeah, because it's 252. Yeah, that's right. Because Bitcoin is 10,000, around about $10,000, so that's correct. It's on IDEX, well, it's just on KuCoin basically, it's just trading on that. So that is the correct volume for Fort Knoxter. So if you look at the volume and you look at the market cap, there's a kind of discrepancy there. Thinking, well, why is the volume so high, but the market cap is only 585,000? So that would lead me to kind of look into that and say, okay, why is that the case? Why is there so much volume? It's only up 1% or 2% it's gone up. So that would be one for looking at and to possibly call as well. So if we can kind of go into that, and I've got Coinigy. I've kind of got Coinigy again. So I can go into all the markets. Because TradingView, I like TradingView better, but it only offers a couple of markets that we can go into. So Coinigy has got all the markets on KuCoin. So here we go. This is a chart for Fort Knoxter. Just come on probably in August, beginning of August. And this is a 4-hour chart, so probably better go into the 1-hour chart. So we get a better picture, a longer view. So it's kind of going sideways since it came on. But with a market capitalization of 585,000, then we would have to kind of really look at that. So what's it all about? So this is not the one I'm going to be talking about, but this is how we find them. Private and secure messaging, calling and storage, military grade encryption. So this is an app. So it's got chat, it's got an inbox, video calling, cloud storage, and store your valuable data, photos, screen sharing, blockchain integration, voice messaging, group conferencing. Okay, that's all well and good. as a web app for Windows, Mac OS, extremely easy to use now, encrypted cloud storage, video calls, private chat, much more. So there's going to be a lot of competition there. I quite like that actually, the slogan, what happens in Fort Knoxter stays in Fort Knoxter. Love that. So it's talking about privacy here. Yeah, I really like and love that slogan. That's a good piece of copywriting there. So it could be one to look into. 585,000 for a market cap. This could, if you think, okay, for 10x's, so you're going up to only 5.5 million. So this is how I kind of search for them on kind of KuCoin when I'm looking. Okay, so I found one that I think could be a hidden gem. So it just came on to KuCoin and it's called DAPP. DAPP BTC. I've just called it in a kind of premium group about an hour and a half ago or so. It's at 28 Satoshi just now. But if we look more into it, DAPP token, market cap is, I've just found out, I'm going to show you how I kind of found out. I kind of logged into the Telegram group and joined the Telegram group for there, and the circulating supply is 750 million. So 750 million is let's say 2 million is for a market cap. So it's the current price times 750 million. So it's 2 million market capitalization just now for DAPP. Then if we look into more and find out what it is, it's a market space for kind of DAPPs, basically. This is what it's on. So Wink, funny enough, is one of the biggest ones on there. It's looking at all the transaction volumes, number of users, number of transactions, etc. So for Wink, which is on the Tron blockchain, number of users, 1,500, 1.26,000, 24-hour transactions, 74,000 transactions. So by far the biggest one on there at the moment. You've got EOS Bet as well, that's a gambling one. So is Wink a gambling one. And I think gambling ones are perfect for blockchain, gambling DAPPs. But if we look at this and just think, okay, why they got a DAPP token if it's just a DAPP kind of marketplace, so to speak, and looking at it, or DAPP.com. So basically what they're doing here on DAPP, the DAPP token is a utility token that circulates within DAPP.com's ecosystem. DAPP will initially exist as a liquid asset in our product and services. DAPP also plays a significant role in providing incentives to support the ecosystem and community expansion. So this is a token allocation for it, and this is where we get tokens on offering 750 million. But the thing that interested me as well with them is they've actually got 190,000 members in the Telegram group. Now that's good in and of itself, but they've also got kind of private investors there as well. And the investment, it's from hashed.com. I don't know if you've heard of hash.com. It's a big Korean investment firm. And they've allocated £1 million, and I can't find the article that I had for that. I've lost the article for it. I've got so many open. So DAPP is the one that I've kind of been looking at, and I just think this could be a hidden gem, and it's just came onto the market just now. As I said, well, it's recently on the market. Came on round about 19th of July. Kind of been going down ever since. So we're getting it at an all-time, well, near an all-time low. 25 was the all-time low. So it's coming off an all-time low, starting to go up just now. 2 million market capitalization. Hashed have got in, they've done a round, a Series A, round funding of $1 million. And they've got private investors for that, so that's looking good from that point of view. And it could, the only thing I'm worried about with this is the utility of the token itself, but they can explain it more on the website if you want to check it out and look into it more. But I think this could be a hidden gem on KuCoin. And this is really what we're looking for. We're looking for those 10xers, the 100xers, the 1000xers, as well as investing in the bigger ones like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, etc. So this, for me, is kind of what it's all about. This is what could make us rich. This is why we should be getting into altcoins as well. However, I do understand the apathy or the kind of hesitation to get into this because we've seen it all before. with the likes of ICOs, but at these valuations, the valuations are not sky high. So I wouldn't say a hidden gem would be $60 million, $100 million, although you can still get good ones at those prices. I still think looking for hidden gems could be very, very lucrative, especially if you spread the risk and invest $500 in this, $500 in another one, $500 in another one, and just do it that way. And then if one of them 100x's, you've more than made your money back for all the other ones, even if they all go down the tubes. So that is it. DAPP could be a good one to look into. Really like it. Like the website, like the number of users they've got, like the team, if you look at the team as well, and if you look at the partners and the investors as well, it just looks really good for a longer term hold, and a short term, could be a good short term one as well. So definitely look into DAPP, DAPP and DAPP.com, look at that and see what you think as well. Okay, who else is in the house? Barbara Taylor, smash the likes on the 4 so far. And we've got 43 watching. Just now 14 likes. Thank you very much for all the likes. If you could go down to the like button and smash those likes. Dennis van der Hayden, WhatsApp, do you think of INS? I like INS as well. That's actually on Binance, and I've looked at that before. Insular, it looks good. I think it's only 8 million market capitalization or less than that for INS. 7 million, 7.5 million. So it was at 8 million. It's come down a wee bit, but I do like that for the long term. And if you look at that, and this could be classed as a hidden gem as well because it's under 10 million. Not a lot of people are talking about it, but some in the know are talking about it. So global technology company building innovative public and private blockchain solutions on Insular blockchain platform, the most secure, flexible and scalable blockchain for business. The only thing is the competition out there for the number of platforms that are out there. But Insular does look good. I quite like the look of that as well. Mark Innes, hello, Steve and team, bring on those hidden gems. So hopefully, I don't know if you checked out the hidden gem or I've told you about it in the premium group before we came on here. So it's something to look at, even if you don't buy into it, just keep an eye on it, just to see that we're getting the hidden gems right, to be honest. And we've got more hidden gems, obviously. We'll if I uncover them and the team uncover them, obviously we'll share them with you as well. Atif Mahmood, Bosscoin, KuCoin, I put a bet on it. Bosscoin, I did look at that the other day, and I think that was you that spoke about it, Atif, the other day. And I did look at Bosscoin. For what reason, I cannot remember. Yeah, I was just going through all the coins on KuCoin and thought this could be a good one. 3.8 million market capitalization, volume was 39,000, near its all-time low. 160 million it was previously. It's now at 3 million, as I said, so 50 times from where it is just now. So I think it could be a good one, not just because of that, but because of the volume and the trading, and looking at the charts as well. So it could be a good one, that as well, Bosscoin. I couldn't say any reason either why XLM has gone up so much. Seemed to be no new news or anything significant. Yeah, I can't find anything either. I didn't go onto the Reddit. I should have went onto the Reddit, see if there was any news here, but I didn't check that. Bernard Ronald is in the house. Welcome to you. Patrick Free is in. Good morning to you. Axel is in. Good morning to you. Watch out for the fake KuCoin login pages and apps. Double check address. Yeah, you've got to double check it. It's https kucoin.com, and just be really careful. And also, I've just got, it's automatic now that I just look at the address bar here and look for the symbol as well. So you just have to be really careful on Binance as well, just on every single exchange. Revolution this morning, Cardano is about to go into the green again. Today and tomorrow is a major hackathon event and people from Cardano will be speaking, including Hoskinson. So Cardano, we'll just have a look at some of the charts now. So this is where Bitcoin is, 9,863 at the moment. This is on the 15-minute chart. I'm going to go to the 5-minute chart. Even the 5-minute chart looks as if it's gone down, so it's not crossed over on a 5-minute yet. So it looks as if it's just about to cross over though. So if it crosses over there, that is very short-term bullish, but I just need to wait and see what happens. This is a 5-minute chart. And it crossed down on a 5-minute chart at 10,186. So there was given signals there that it was going to go down, and it did go down big time. $500. But if this keeps falling, we've got support for Bitcoin. If we look on the daily, we'll just go to the support areas. Here we've got support here. I'm going to say around about the 9,400 level. We've got support, and I've kind of shown you these before as well. 9,000, obviously support there, psychological support. There we've got 9,400, 9,100, got 8,800 as well. And I've said before, I don't see it going below, much below 8,800. I think that would be the very bottom for Bitcoin, but you never know. But that's the bottom. But it's bounced up here a couple of times. So this is why I'm thinking it might fall below it at 9,400, because it's tried to go down a couple of times at 9,400 and not actually made it. And usually when it tries and it's tried and tried again, it usually does break through it at some point. And that's where we could see the 9,000 again. So we'll see what happens with Bitcoin. But as ever, it's just really unpredictable just now. But it's been going sideways. A little bit of action. People are starting to panic. Fear index is kind of going to 31, as we've seen there. So this is the time to start kind of looking as well to possibly buy Bitcoin. But just keep an eye on it just now. And the way to do that is just go to the 5 or the 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart, nowhere near crossing over on a 50 EMA. So I definitely wouldn't be buying just now. It's still too risky to buy, but still too risky to put in a sell order as well if you're going to short it. And this is where we'll go to the 5-minute chart. And you would wait on the 5-minute, the 7 EMA crossing over the 50 EMA before you even thought about putting a long on that. So just keep an eye on it. It's interesting to see what's happening. Okay, so we'll go to some of the others as well. Look at Ethereum. Ethereum doing this on the 5-minute chart, so we'll go to the 4-hour chart. Ethereum's still looking brilliant. Just over 2 million at the moment. 2 million Satoshi, 2.08 million. It did get up to 2.15 million Satoshi. And we spoke about that, and we'll go to Ethereum USD as well. I said $206 just now, it did get up to 218. We said, or I said it would get to 240. Then before coming back down and going back up to $300. It's still on target for that, still on course for doing that. Litecoin going up as well. And just look at the USD value. $73, it did get up to $80. So I suspect that's going to go back up to the $100 mark as well over the coming weeks, unless Bitcoin just totally tanks. XRP, we'll look at the Satoshi value for XRP. 2,973, it did reach 3,210, so a big jump up for XRP, which is brilliant. 28% jump, which is fantastic. Kind of came out of nowhere. Well, it's with a Coinbase kind of rumor listing and stuff like that, and other things as well, but we got a big kind of cup and handle formation coming there. So still looking to do that as well. So we're going to the daily, see what's going on there. So it's just crossing over on the daily, which is the first time it's done that. As I said, since for exactly a year. It was a year ago yesterday since it crossed over on the daily. And it's crossing over. It crossed over yesterday on the daily. Come back down a wee bit just now, and because of the Bitcoin coming down. What else? We'll look at Cardano. How's that doing? BTC. Coming up for the crossover at 515 Satoshi. It definitely looks like a buy. And for me at these levels, you could have got 400. Satoshi made 25% in that, but it's definitely, Cardano is definitely a long-term one because they're still building out the kind of ecosystem for Cardano. G-Slick is in the house. Imran Chowdhury is back with us. Good to see you back. Been a long time, mate. It has been a long time. Looks like we're facing a liquidity crisis with the Fed losing its grip on interest rates. Investors are piling into havens. Crypto's a big green buy. It is a big green buy just now, and this is what the story we were talking about yesterday with the Fed printing $100 billion. But I think, not 100 billion, it was 54 billion, but it looks as if they've printed more. I'm going to, it's Anthony Pompliano, I think. I want to look at one of his tweets. There it is there. Wow, the Federal Reserve has injected over 100 billion into the financial system in the last 48 hours. That's more than 50% of the total market cap of Bitcoin. Rather than fix the structural issues, they keep trying to print their way out of the mess. Bitcoin rocket fuel. So I do agree with that. I think people are going to be looking for safe havens, i.e. gold. I would imagine gold is going back up again. We'll just have a look at the gold markets just now. We'll look at world stock markets. Just have a look at DFIX as well. DFIX has gone back up, $106. I would definitely look into this. Look at DFIX on NASDAQ and see if you can get into the index, or look at the index and see what you think of it. This is going up all the time. I suspect it's going to skyrocket over the coming couple of years. Right, okay, we're going to look at gold. It's not. Well, it's kind of going back up. It's bouncing off the 50 EMA, and the gold has. It's gone up at this current price about 16% since 31st of May, and 20% at its peak, which is good for gold. That's quite amazing for gold. This year, how's it gone up this year since the start of the year? It's actually gone up 26%, which, as I say, is amazing for gold. I'll go to the weekly. So why are we looking at the gold price? Because that's traditionally what people get into. This is, if you kind of look at the kind of big investors, what they're doing, the investment firms and the people that have got a lot of money, they traditionally hedge by buying into gold. So if they think something's kind of going up, and they're the people in the know, they'll get to know before us what's going on. You start to see the gold prices going up, and this is what's happening here. So gold prices have been going up since the beginning of the year. So there could be some kind of crisis coming down the line. So we'll see what happens. So it's not quite reached its all-time high. Its all-time high was $1,900 back in 2011. So I suspect we're going to see its all-time high hit again for gold. So people are going to be looking to get into gold, but as you can see there, you see gold, this is from 2001. So over the last 18 years, it's had a 660% increase in 18 years, which is good, which is actually good. But if you look at kind of Bitcoin, it offers more of an opportunity to grow. I don't think, could gold get up to $14,000? It may well do. It may well do. It's never done it, and all the kind of crises we've had before, the crisis we've had before, it's never reached that figure. But could Bitcoin reach 100,000? Yes, definitely. I think could it reach 200,000? Yep. 300,000? Yep. So we'll see. It'll be supply and demand, and I think more and more people are going to look at gold as a hedge. So it's going to be a store of value. It's not going to be used what it was originally intended for, which was a currency. I think for smaller transactions it might be used, but a lot of things need to happen for that to kind of really take effect. So gold is kind of going up, is still kind of really high just now. We'll look at the markets just now. Dow Jones, that's going up. Dow Jones is still going up. Obviously that's the money being pumped in, which is just totally it's not a good thing. It's definitely not a good thing that is happening. UKX, that's what I was looking for. And that's gone up as well, the FTSE 100. It's going to be, the more money they inject, it's just going to be a big, huge collapse for the market. It's just going to be a harder fall in the markets. So I'll definitely check out Anthony Pompliano on Twitter. He does kind of tweet some good things out there as well. Steve should look for protocols. Imran Chowdhury, oil wars coming, are all positioning something very big is brewing after the attack in Saudi. Yeah, we spoke about that the other day as well. Americans surprised by Iran having drone tech to disrupt, suddenly realise Iran can hurt them economically. I don't even know if it's Iran. I don't know if there's a lot of propaganda in the news. A lot. You have to be really careful about what you watch on the news because we automatically believe it because it comes from trusted sources, supposedly trusted sources, BBC, CNN and all that. Don't do your own research. Really do your own research. This will affect crypto and precious metals as well, of course. David C, morning a bit late, involved in work this AM. David C, what are you doing working? You shouldn't be working. Imran Chowdhury, DeFi open finance is one of the areas that will become a big growth sector. I've been saying that for the past couple of weeks. Imran, looking at DeFi, and they've now got a DeFi index on NASDAQ, which I've spoken about over the last week or so, and just kind of urging people to look into that as well. David D, legacy financial institutions will not go away in most of our lifetimes. Changes like that take forever. They will take ages. So this is not going to happen overnight with the likes of the banks as well using XRP. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take years, and it has been taking years for XRP just to build the infrastructure for that to happen. So this is why I think it's going to explode at one point, because it's going to become a tipping point where the banks are just going to say, okay, we're on board, we've been on board with it for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it is, with XRP. Now it's time to switch. So they're doing the kind of underlying work. This is why I think XRP is going to explode as well, because it does take years and years and years for banks to change. It doesn't happen overnight. Peter Van Den Wright is in the house. Good to see you here. Nash MVP is looking good. I've not looked at the Nash MVP yet, Pete. So I need to look at that. That's a minimal viable product for Nash the exchange. Imran Chowdhury, want to look at gold mining stocks. I'm just not into it at all, to be honest. But that's the other thing with gold as well. A lot of people are saying, oh, well, gold is finite. It's not. It's only got a certain number that you can actually have in the world. But that's not true, because there's always finding more and more gold all the time. With Bitcoin, you can't find more than 21 million. In fact, probably 16 million is the real figure. Talk about HBAR. And Donald, I kind of looked at HBAR, Hedera hash graph, and I wanted to get into it at the very beginning, couldn't get into it, but it's got 111 million market capitalization just now for Hedera hash graph. I think in these kind of current circumstances, still good. I still think it's a great company to look into, but I'd rather kind of put money into something like a hidden gem or something, or a more trusted and one that's kind of been in the marketplace for ages. I know kind of Hedera hash graph has been in for about 2 years, but I'd wait on it coming down before I kind of got into it. But I do like it, and I did like it when it was kind of being released last year as well. Doug Anton is in the house. Welcome to you. David D, the US markets reacted positively to the Fed 25 BPS cut, which suggests confidence and alignment with US economic policy. Tightrope with geopolitical implications. Trump to prop economy prior to 2020. It's all going to come down. It's all going to come down big time, crashing down big time. I think they cannot sustain this. I don't think economically they can't sustain it. Put money into it's just, it kind of blows your mind. Blows your mind what they're doing just now. David D, don't like consent. HBAR looks good now, but people who bought the ICO and especially the open now likely underwater. It was way hyped in advance of coming online earlier this week. It was way hyped. It was way hyped to the time as well, and a lot of people couldn't get into the ICO, me included. Shakeza, if you want to look into a good DeFi project, do yourself a favour and check out BZ Network. BZ Network. Never heard of them. BZ. Did you say BZ or BZX? BZX. We'll have a look at that. Or Bitcoin Zero. Don't like these ones I've got taking a Bitcoin name just to the riding on the coattails. No, 62,000 market cap. Volume, nope. Just purely because it's taking Bitcoin's name and they're riding on the coattails of Bitcoin, I just wouldn't do it. It's not a good marketing employ. But purely because of that, I wouldn't do it. It's not on good exchanges, to be honest. System Coin Social. Oh, they're keeping up with the social, which is good. It puts me off straight away when I see them kind of using a Bitcoin name. Bitcoin Zero. But 62,000 market cap, 15,000 volume. Max supply 40 million, subsequent supply 21 million. Imran Chowdhury, I wrote that when we were looking at the gold chart and it didn't look that impressive. The real gains in gold are from gold mining stocks. They usually act even like crypto multipliers. OneChain have just gone into proof of stake and the return is about 15%, really good at this price. It's a steal before it returns to an all-time high and beyond. OneChain. Never looked at that for a while actually. OneChain, Bitcoin. Near its all-time low. This is on the weekly. Look on the daily. If it's given 15% returns per year, that would actually be a really good investment if you're getting 15% on that. And proof of stake, if you believe in it for the long term. If you don't believe in it for the long term and 15%, then it's not going to make any difference whatsoever. So you've got to kind of look into OneChain, but OneChain I do like for the long term as well, to be honest. Crypto Dread is in the house, welcome to you. Vin is in the house as well, welcome to you. Hi Steve, thank you for what you're doing. The reason why I love this channel is that you're always kind and honest. Keep the good work. Thanks mate, I really appreciate that, Vin. Just checking in from a daily dose of Steve, says Crypto Dread. Cheers mate. All the way from Florida, up at, what time is it over there? 4:17 in the morning. Crypto Dread, always appreciate you coming in, so thanks very much for coming in. We'll take a look at the charts again, see what's going on with Bitcoin. 9874. On the daily, it has gone down to 9608. So on the daily, it's crossed down over, as I said before, so it looks as if it's going to go down further, and 9400 is the support there, so we need to wait and see what happens with it. But it's kind of holding just now. I suspect we're going to get another leg down. We're going to see another big drop down, I would imagine, down to around about the 9400 and see if it bounces off that. So the longer it kind of holds that price, if it doesn't bounce from here and it kind of holds this price for a while, I think we're going to see a big drop down to maybe 9400 and bounce back up. But if it bounces back up from here, it could be good. So we're going to the 4 hourly. It's trying to bounce. It's trying to bounce. It's good that we're seeing this live as well. Ethereum still going back up, so there might be another altcoin surge. RCN still going up. RCN's had a good run up actually. TNT, really good run up. XLM still going up just now. AST looking good, crossed over at 234, now at 297. QLC going up as well. So we're still getting, there's still opportunities in alts there as well. So in the premium group, I'm looking at the alts on Binance as well as KuCoin, and I'm using Coinigy just now because Coinigy, so when we're on, if we see it here, so I can't add any KuCoin on TradingView. I can't look at KuCoin ones. So if I go to COV, that's not covalent. COV BTC, it's on HIT BTC. So it's got HIT BTC, it's got Huobi on TradingView, but it doesn't have KuCoin, unfortunately. So, which is a shame because I would have stuck just with TradingView. So I'm stuck with using the two of them just now. But I want to find a way to look quickly through all the KuCoin shares or KuCoin projects. And that's all the KuCoin, and there's about 157 of them. So if I'm looking at these every day, it's going to be difficult to look. UTK, looked at that as well. That looks a good one. Called that 251. I think UTK could be a good one as well. Yeah, so Coinigy, you've got all these exchanges. So you've got Binance. You've got all the exchanges on there. Huobi as well. Has it got Huobi? Yep. It's got Huobi. It's got HIT BTC as well. Gemini, GDAX. It's got all of them. So this is why I'm liking Coinigy, although I don't like the layout of Coinigy. I prefer TradingView for the layout like this. I suppose you could change it as well, but you don't have all these down here, and it's not got the changes on there. But I don't know if you can do that. I've just joined it yesterday, so I can look through all the KuCoin ones. B, cheers Steve, need to hit the shops to get my Iron Brew and sweeties for the match tonight. I don't know if you know what Iron Brew is. Iron Brew is the national drink of Scotland. I love Iron Brew. Love it, love it. Okay, thanks for joining us, B. I really appreciate it. I'm going to leave it there just now. That's a good time to leave it, actually, just on that. But have a look at KuCoin, have a look at the one I was talking about, DAPP. Have a look at that as well, and see if you can find your own hidden gems, or let me know your hidden gems as well. Hidden gem, if we look at it, it's kind of got a product out, it's got a good team, it's got a good service and product offering, as well as being under 10 million. I'd say under 5 million would be better, but under 10 million as well would be a hidden gem. So let me know your hidden gems as well if you're watching this on the replay or in the chat area just now. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate your time. I'll be back to normal hopefully tomorrow with the kind of positioning and that. Hopefully everything should be okay. And I'll see you same time, same place. Until then, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.